Howdy, folks. File Mike here, and I got Jordan and Sci-Fi Nation with me so far.
Yeah, I can't get my camera to work right, so...
Don't worry about it. I'm not even going to bother turning on my camera this morning. Yeah, basically, for those that are already here, like Richie, yeah, I've kind of had an interesting morning so far. My two nieces are in town. They're actually staying with us, and they've taken over my bedroom. So I wasn't able to stream from the house today. So I had made a deal with my longtime friend Moose to stream from his house. Except apparently some idiot decided to hit one of the cable box things on the side of the road near his condo complex. And they've been without cable internet and stuff like that all morning. So I couldn't stream from his place.
Well, that sucks.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to do it for my phone. And my phone's backup, the mic I use when I usually stream from my phone is not working. So I'm stuck using literally just my phone today.
Which is the one with the crappy mic because you forgot the mic that plugs into it?
Well, I didn't forget it. It just stopped working.
Oh, okay.
I plugged it in this morning, and I was checking the... You know how when you first set up for StreamYard, you can check your mic and your camera and stuff?
Yep.
I plugged in a mic, and it just did not turn on. And I'm like, what the hell? So I did a quick check by opening my recorder, you know, the little voice recorder thing on your phone.
Yeah.
And I was basically just like, and I would unplug and plug in the mic. And when I listened to it, it was like, so you could tell that it was not working when the mic was plugged in.
So it was even way choppier and stuff than the way it sounds right now.
Yeah. I have no idea, Richie. He still has his phone. I still have my phone, but yeah, there's no internet, at least no cable.
I did for a long time before it was even invented. It was called dial-up.
Yeah.
Back in the days when you used to play World of Warcraft on dial-up modems.
Go ahead, Jordan.
I remember that we had the old dial-up there when I was really young.
Yeah, Richie, I'm stuck using my phone entirely. I could try something, but I'll do it while I'm still working. So, what else is new with you guys?
Well, I found something cool out here. Found out there's a movie that was made about my hometown from a guy who used to live here. Who moved out to LA like 15 years ago and started making movies. He made a movie about an urban legend in our county here about the supposed witch called Mary Jane. That's actually, and the title of the movie is called Loon Lake. It's kind of pretty cool watching. You recognize everything that almost every place in that movie there, and he even showed one of my favorite catfishing spots too in the movie, and it showed the old graveyard out by the lake and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've been to all the places that it's been to. With I
honestly thought you were gonna say the Blair Witch. I really did.
No, the title of the movie is called Loon Lake. It was made 2 years ago. It's actually a pretty good movie, but that might be my prejudices because it's my hometown.
I thought you were gonna say something like the Jersey Devil or something like that.
Oh hell no! I ain't from Jersey.
Vile Mike, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, no worries.
Well, hi, Vile. How you doing, man?
I'm going to see if I can switch over to my tablet real quick. Maybe the mic on there is better.
Maybe.
All right.
What's up, Sci-Fi Nation?
What's up, Mr. CCDV? How you doing?
I imagine we're both sober on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, imagine that, huh?
Hi,
yeah, I'm
Sci-Fi.
not. Yeah, you're wrong.
I'm only on my first one. I couldn't sleep at all last night, so I took the time to try out a potato salad. First time I've ever had to make it, so I took my time and did that, and it turned out pretty good. I'm going to have it with dinner tonight.
Well,
It's the first time you've ever had a potato?
No, it's the first time I've had to make potato salad. I've had lots of potatoes in my days. You know, you should have seen all the empty vodka bottles when I was younger.
Sorry, go ahead, Pflugerville. I apologize.
No, I wasn't. I was just saying hi to Sci-Fi.
Oh, hey, what's up, Pfluger?
No, not
Sci-Fi and I have a love-hate relationship. We love each other and we hate each other.
Well, I don't think you're the only one.
Is it more love or is it more hate?
It does make for very good content, though. But yeah, no, Sci-Fi and I mostly love each other, and we hate each other once in a while.
Well, you got to have a little bit of hate to make to make the potato salad better.
That is true.
Oh, whoops.
Salad better.
So, what's the disaster that canceled the disaster? Can't talk. JeopNerdy.
Well, I think that Murphy's Law went into motion. Anything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Yeah, Murphy's Law and all of its
Gotcha.
presence. Yeah.
In all the glory.
So, in the words of Kelly Bundy, case of rum, case of rum.
That is how I usually fix most of my problems.
So, oh yeah, no nerdy today again. No nerdy.
Oh, he's there. He's having trouble with his microphone. That's all.
Yeah, he was roboting pretty bad earlier. So
Yeah, I heard that earlier.
Yeah, that's his. He couldn't get the mic to work that he normally plugs into his cell phone, and he was saying it sounded way worse than how he sounded just a couple minutes ago on his cell phone mic. So
well, they were having question.
Is
of
this
Trek
better?
was just
much
issues.
better.
Oh yeah, it's pretty.
Oh
good.
yeah, much
All right.
better. Much
I am
better.
now streaming from my tablet and not my phone.
Are you in your garage?
No, I am actually out on the street right now because my 8-year-old and 10-year-old nieces are staying with us right now. I am not smoking at the house at all.
And I generally do the same thing myself. So
Gotcha.
when my kids and their kids show up, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to smoke in the house.
I just want to say I didn't mean to put you on the street, Vile Mike.
Wouldn't you?
It's my house. I get to smoke 7 or 6 days out of the week in my own house.
Right.
But there is that seventh day when the little kids are here and I can't smoke in my own house. I go, okay, I'll go into my bedroom.
I wouldn't let anybody smoke in my house to save their lives. They could just fuck off. Go outside.
Oh no, when I go down to my brother's house, I have a vape pen, right? And so I pulled my vape pen out of my pocket, and my sister-in-law and my niece stared at me with daggers. I mean, daggers were coming out of their eyes. And I went, oh, okay, I'm going to step outside to do this vape pen.
God, I hate the vape pens because you get like the watermelon smell, and then all of a sudden you're getting freaking hungry. Because one of my guys at work, he likes to freaking vape, then he eats his watermelon shit, and then all of a sudden I'm fucking hungry. Then I got to sit for 2 hours. 2 hours fucking starving, waiting for lunch.
I honestly thought I was doing a good thing switching to a vape pen when I went to my brother's house. Turns out
I do not like vape pens personally.
Yeah,
Tobacco or THC.
I'll smoke.
I don't mind vape pens for the most part, but because my storage facility, it says no smoking, there's one guy that is on my floor in my storage facility that thinks that it's still okay to vape in his storage unit. And I'm not kidding. There have been times where I'm working in there and I'll just see a cloud of white smoke drift past my door.
Well,
And
he's
the
not.
guy's like 100 yards away, so I'm wondering how the fuck much is he vaping?
Wait, your storage facility
Really is a good question.
stories on it?
Say that again?
Your storage facility has stories on it?
Yes, it's
Like
it's got a ground floor and a second floor.
Oh,
That's
I've
probably
never
one-
seen that.
No,
So of
probably-
course, I'm from
Wow,
a really
Mike.
small county.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably
wow,
one of
Mike,
those
indoors
ones.
Remind me, what is CNA?
Caffeine,
Caffeine,
nicotine, alcohol.
Nicotine, alcohol.
Or
Okay,
it stands for
then-
caffeine, nicotine, a joint.
I do, in fact, belong on this panel because I have done all three already.
Yeah, I got my coffee with my bay leaves, and I'm actually smoking a real cigar this time, not the crappy ones I usually smoke.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Right
No
on.
dollar wood
Yeah.
tips, huh?
Hey, all those kids over, you had to treat yourself.
Yeah.
You know, in Iraq, when we would mail our requests to people in the States, they would send over the best cigars, the absolute best cigars you've ever smoked.
Cubans?
Oh, yeah, we had Cubans.
Venezuelans.
Oh,
Got
we
it.
had
Okay.
everything. And we smoked them all. We
Yeah.
smoked them all.
I had a good laugh
All right,
with those.
whoever thinks that Cubans are the best doesn't actually know how to smoke or doesn't really smoke cigars because Cubans are not the best cigars.
Cubans really are not
cigars are the
very good
best, in my
cigars. At least in my experience, Cubans are not the best cigars.
I don't really smoke cigars. That's just what I've heard. So
I smoked if I do smoke a cigar, I smoke the cheap picadillos.
Ew, yeah.
Hey,
No wood
Well, that's all I can get
I
around
bet-
here.
you know what, Jordan? There's nothing wrong with smoking cigarillos if that is what you're smoking.
yeah, I
All
mean
right?
they're
There's
only
nothing wrong with
99.
that.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
what,
they're cheap.
99
That's
cents
what
a pack.
No, not those. I'm talking about that's an actual cigar, but it's like strawberry flavored. It's like Pildo or something like that. It's the
Yeah,
only
but
one
put
we can
tip
get
on
around
them,
here.
okay?
Did I just say that you are allowed to smoke Tipperillos if you want to?
Yeah. No, I'm
You're welcome
correcting
to
you.
it,
I'm
mind
doing
you.
a Facebook fact check on you.
I'll take a Venezuelan cigar
But on the
over
Venezuelan,
anything that's sold here in the
All right.
States.
but
The
on
best cigar I've ever had was actually a Panamanian cigar from a company that doesn't exist anymore. And the guy had held these cigars for like 60 years. And he actually gave me one. And it was like because it used banana leaves, it had like a slight banana flavor to it. It was actually really good.
Wow, that is fantastic.
He had a heck of a humidor if they lasted 60 years.
Yeah.
Well, you know, good wine and good cigars go together. I drink cheap wine and cheap cigars. So
talking the box wine or the
You know, there's worse wine than box wine. Trust
Yeah,
me.
is it box wine or Boone's Farm?
Yeah,
oh, it's a
Boone's is
box
worse.
wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go
That's
through
not a
5
bottle of
liters.
wine.
Sorry, Boone's is worse.
I can go through 5 liters in 2 days.
No, I found a bottle of like I think it's something that's for $2.50 at Walmart. There, a bottle of White Line. Shittiest one I ever drank, but I wasn't gonna throw it out.
Well, there's also, you guys, I'm sure, have heard of $2 Chuck down at.
$2 Chuck. That was just what I was gonna say. Yes, $2 Chuck.
Yeah, that's what my mom used to drink. And she'd drink like 2 bottles of that a night.
I never heard of that, but I heard of MD 2020, also known as Mad Dog 2020.
Here is the story behind $2 Chuck. A man and wife opened a vineyard, and they had some of the best wine you've ever tasted, ever. Now, he left his wife, and she got the vineyard. And she said, "You are not allowed to sell this wine for more than $2. Now, it's $3 now, so it's been 20 years since they divorced, whatever the case may be. It's $3 now, so I guess it's $3 Chuck." But either way, it's still some of the best wine coming out of the Wine Valley up there in California.
Yeah, and Napa.
It's just that
Right.
name, but
I'm not a huge fan of wine in general, but as far as I can tell, it's not bad. I'm just not a big wine drinker.
I do actually drink a lot of wine, and so when I get a bottle of $3 Chuck,
Oh, you said buck. I thought you said butt.
no, $3 Chuck, or it used to be $2 Chuck. It's $3 Chuck now. I guess they were allowed to raise the price at some point in the last 5 years, but when I get a bottle of that,
Actually, hey guys, sorry about that. I lost connection, man.
Yeah.
No worries, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, CCTV, it's still $2 here at Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
Is it
as
still
far as I know, it's
$2
still
at
the
Trader
same, but I
Joe's?
haven't looked.
Yes, $2 Chuck, $2.17 out the door here.
Okay, in Arizona, it's $3 for a bottle.
Wow.
That might just be the state taxes.
It might be. It might be. But again, like I said, I'm in Arizona. I'm not there in California. So
Yeah,
I think
when I go to Trader Joe's, I'm not joking. I pay $5 for a goddamn bell pepper. It's driving me crazy.
That's because it's Trader Joe's.
Actually, Trader Joe's is cheaper than Safeway here.
Really? Holy
Yes.
cow.
I was at Safeway the other day, and they wanted $7 for a pound of bacon in the deli department.
God almighty.
Mine's only $5.27 here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about $5 or $6 up here.
I have about a year's worth of bacon in my refrigerator because my friend raises pigs. So
They want almost $3 to $4 for a jar of generic spaghetti sauce. They want like almost $1.50 for a can of vegetables, the cheap kind. I'm like, Safeway is really fucking expensive.
you know, a few months ago, I made.
Aren't you from San Francisco?
What?
Aren't you from San Francisco?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you guys got to pay for all the shoplifting over there when they allow you to steal up to like $950.
Well, Safeway is not getting shoplifted, just Targets.
Are you allowed to say that, Jordan?
Yeah, and Walmart's are also targets of thieves. I can tell you that much.
I was at Target the other day, and there was security basically every single aisle in that store. I'm like, what the fuck?
You are aware that Target has a target on it, yeah?
Yeah, they all close at 6 p.m. now. Every single one.
Hey, I've been watching videos where the security is not doing nothing. I just seen the lady. She half-ass tried to grab the bag that was on a guy with a bike in the store when she could have just put her foot out, kicked him over, and go, "Oops."
Well, the guy has been arrested, by the way.
Oh, they did arrest him?
Yeah, they arrested the guy.
Oh, they never heard that. I never heard about that. I just seen the video.
Oh yeah, I live here. I heard about that.
Now, a
But
couple
speaking
months
of Walmart,
ago,
I want you guys to do me a favor. If you guys see a YouTube video about some girl posting reactions to people looking at her or something in San Diego at Walmart's, let me know, because there was a girl last Monday when I was working who was basically walking around topless with a camera pinned to what you could loosely define as her shirt. And I swear, I think she was walking around just recording everyone looking, because from the top or the sides, you could see everything of her breasts, but only from the front, you couldn't see anything.
Did you record it? Because you could have put it on the People of Walmart website.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I was working. We're not allowed to do that stuff.
The last time I was in San Diego was at least 10 years ago. And I'm telling you, wow, I cannot believe that San Diego has turned into what it is now. Mind you, it's been 10 years since I've been there, right? So do I prefer to stay in the out-of-way places, right? The hills outside of San Diego? Yes, I prefer to stay there, obviously.
Well, outside the city, but still inside the county, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Hey, Vile, what's the YouTube channel that we're supposed to keep an eye out for?
As I said, I don't know the channel name. I'm just like, I'm thinking that this girl was doing that to do, I mean, why else would she be wearing a freaking camera?
You sure it wasn't Twitch?
Try looking for San Diego Walmarts.
I already have, but it could
Could
take
be
a while
Twitch.
for someone to post stuff.
Yeah, it could have been Twitch.
Yeah.
That too.
Actually,
could have been
Mike,
streaming. Who knows?
I love the Gaslight District.
Yeah, ever since they gentrified it, yeah, it looks a lot better, especially around Petco Park.
Fantastic, yeah. But 20 years ago, go to the Gaslight District 20 years ago.
It was a slum.
It was a red light. It was a red light district.
So you guys
20 years ago.
Or like Yvette said, TikTok.
Yeah. And besides, also, Yvette actually has the ability. I'm gonna have to get into contact with her some way, possibly through email. She gets to design her own JeopNerdy game that I'll run either on my channel or on her channel or someone else's if we can manage it. So I will build a board for her, and we will be doing a JeopNerdy game just for her because she's the first $10 patron on my Patreon.
Oh, right on.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
So,
also, I know what game she's going to choose because I'm in love with Dean also.
I tried looking up a couple different things here. I'm not finding it.
Yeah, so am I. So I'm done looking.
I found the Brit first experience at Walmart.
Some what?
Brit's first experience at Walmart. Some British people.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I don't know. That's one of the first ones that popped up when I seen San Diego Walmart first reaction.
When I got stationed in Germany in 2007, 2006. Anyway, I got stationed in Germany, and there was a Walmart in Mannheim, Germany. And they lost their contract. Walmart lost their contract because they could not keep employees in Germany. And
I'm
so
shocked.
it became an Aldi's.
And how has Aldi's fared?
Well, have you been to an Aldi's in the States?
Yes. There's one here. There's one in the next town over. I mean, they're
what
all
is an
over.
Aldi's?
It's a grocery store, basically.
Oh, never heard of Aldi's. Sorry.
Aldi's is great, but I lived in Aldi's in Germany for 3 years.
What kind of coinage did the German Aldi's take to get the card out of the?
Trust me, you always had to have a euro in your pocket. Always had to have a euro in your pocket.
A euro over there and a quarter over here. Go figure.
Yeah, well, one of my coworkers used to be stationed around that area in Germany there back in the early 80s there when the wall was still up. Man, he has some stories coming out of that. He was talking about...
Unfortunately, Jordan, I was there during the transition from the mark to the euro. And so a lot of my friends were like, oh, yeah, we paid 3 marks for this. It's 7 euros. I was like, you didn't pay 3 marks for that. No, I did. Yeah, I did. And they were like, no, it's 7 euros now. God damn it.
He was talking about how they'd meet a couple Russians in between the no-go zone there. They'd hand them a couple cartons of cigarettes and they'd hand them a few bottles of Russian vodka in the no-go zone.
What was I saying? Oh, Walmart. Yeah, they did not last in Germany. So it switched to an Aldi's, and it was still basically the same store. I mean, you could go to a Walmart now, right, and you can get a TV and, a 1 week worth of food all in the same store. And that's what Aldi's is in Germany. Aldi's here in the United States is basically just another grocery store.
Yeah, just food over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there in Germany, it's all the same thing. It really is. I mean, Walmart, Aldi's, all that stuff. My very first time going into a Swedish store that sells furniture, blue and yellow.
Well,
IKEA.
Sorry, I got to interject real quick because I can't stay, guys. All these mentions of all these is got the triggered the high school in me. High school boy in me. Hey, Mr. CCDV, did you get all these?
Are you
I
trying to
wasn't excited to drop out, and he's been replaced by, speaking of natural disasters, LDG.
Would you like me to say, LDG, would you like me to say, all these what?
All these nuts in your mouth, bitch!
Wow.
Please, I have not fallen for that joke in 30 years. You want me to fall for that joke now?
In bulk.
Is there a village that needs its idiot back?
So he literally just came on the panel, instead of starting his usual pandemonium, to do a dad joke that's 30 years old.
I'll play the foil. If people need me to play the foil, I'll play the foil. It's fine.
We all do sooner or later, Mr. CCDV.
He really wanted me to say all these whats. He really wanted me to say it.
I've got the strangest feeling someone's going to kick his ass.
LDG knows as soon as his server goes live, I am his first subscriber. He knows that, which is why we can make fun of each other, because I know he's never going to get Prometheus off the ground.
Boom!
Yeah, Prometheus is the greatest invention of the whole entire world.
I was just
Mr. CCDV, everybody knows that except him.
It has become a meme, hasn't it, in our community? Everybody says Prometheus. Everybody laughs.
We all know what we're talking about.
Talking about memes here, I got a question.
Do you remember the time where I had a troll category just for LDG where every answer was Prometheus?
Every answer was Prometheus. Every single answer.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby!
All he had to do was say S1980, S27. And he would have got it correct. He would have got 100 points. No, you have to say the moon Prometheus.
And now he's decided just to troll my channel by coming on for a second to play a bit and then leave.
But we know he's doing it in fun. There are trolls out there who will do that, and they are assholes. They really are. But LDG is doing it for fun, and so we allow LDG.
Hey, so you're calling me an asshole because I troll people?
Jordan, do you use bots to put in racist comments in comment sections?
No, I just do that myself.
No, you don't, right? So you're not a troll in our definition of troll.
Oh, because I've sat there purposely trolled groups to the point where I've gotten told I should slit my own wrist, to the point I should be castrated.
Now, I've only been trolled once. Sci-Fi Nation, how many times have you been trolled?
I had somebody try it 2 nights ago when I did the really late stream / early morning stream.
Wow,
when
Mike, how many times have you been trolled?
they tried, but I didn't let them up on the panel.
I think my channel's too small. I've only been trolled like 3 or 4 times by this community people.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, and the person
Elihu?
that tried it the other night wasn't this community, and I had subscriber mode only on for chat, so apparently they didn't want to subscribe to chat.
Elihu, have you been trolled?
Yes, only once, and one of my moderators was in there. He forgot he can actually meet the guy and block him. He just totally forgot about that.
Right. I've only got 250 subscribers. So you're a bigger channel than me. I've been trolled twice.
I got
Yeah, there was that one guy on your channel, Elihu, who I thought you were actually having like an actual conversation with because you kept responding to some of his comments.
Yeah, I was trying to shut him up.
Block him.
I didn't want to say your name, dude. Okay. I was trying to shut him up. I didn't want to say your name, man. Hey.
But
apparently, Pluggerville is a troll hunter.
Yeah, everyone in this community has been trolled at least once.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 nights ago was my first time, but they tried, but they didn't really succeed. They were just trying to get up on the panel, and it wasn't happening because they had some weird name, and I'd never seen them before. So
I made the mistake of letting one of those people up on my panel at one point. What was it? 3 weeks ago, I think. Anyway,
was it one of those sex bot ones that wanted to show a bunch of really?
No. Actually, it was the triangle head guy.
Triangle head guy?
I know what movie that's from. Pyramid Head.
I let him on my panel, and I let his friends on my panel. Now I was paying attention to the chat, so nothing really went bad. But everyone in this community was telling me to get off the stream with that guy.
Basically, kill your stream and
kill my stream and just walk away. I didn't. We talked for an hour. Now, mind you, the next time he tries to come up, I'm sure it's going to be a really, really bad time if I let him up, right? But that night, I just needed someone to talk to, and he was there. So even though he's a troll for most of everybody, including myself, he has trolled my channel in the past.
Captain, I didn't even know that was an actual username. I was going by, there's actually a movie that has a pyramid head in it.
I didn't use a name. I'm not.
Yeah, I believe it's the Silent Hill series of games.
Oh, it's the game. Okay, not a movie.
Well, he was also in the Silent Hill movies, or at least one of them. I think there was 2.
That's as soon as I heard it from you, that's the only place I recognize it from.
You know what I love most about this community is when I am having a really hard night. So let's say it's a Wednesday night, and I've had 3 bottles of wine, and I feel like starting a shotgun. I can go online and say, I need help. And I've got 12 people that are going to show up immediately, regardless if it's 11 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever the case may be. They're all there for me.
Well, I did see you on the other night, but you had already quite a few people helping you, so I just kind of stayed back in the shadows. And it worked out.
Worries. No worries.
Yeah, sorry, dude. You end up streaming like after 11 o'clock at night. I turn my notifications off so I can sleep, so I don't get disturbed all the time. Because no offense, but Captain Trek used to stream like 4 o'clock in the morning my time, and I got tired of hearing that.
Well,
I'm telling him, I'm like, I turn off all my notifications. Fuck it.
You guys do know what suicidal ideations are, right? Not suicidal tendencies, but suicidal ideations.
Yeah, ideas. Think about it.
Right? So
is that a Suicidal Tendencies cover band?
It should be.
You should patent that or copyright it or something, Mr. CCTV.
Yeah, I could make money off of that, I think.
Nice cover band, yeah. Grow the hair. Well, you got to have a wig. So never mind.
But seriously, if you're ever thinking like I'm driving from Flagstaff to Phoenix, and there's a lot of twisty roads on I-17, right? No one would ever question the fact that my truck went off the road. That is a suicidal ideation, not a suicidal tendency.
Right, because you thought about it, but you didn't actually do it.
Correct.
Or attempt it.
How much pain does a person have to be in to really think about that kind of thing?
I do not know, because I've never been in that much pain to think about that.
I haven't either, but I would say I think it's subjective to each individual person.
Yeah.
I don't think there can be like a set, bar to it or anything. It just depends on the person and their individual experiences. And
again, I played the game 4 deployments in 18 years with the Army, and they were all really, really, really hard. I mean, even Bosnia was difficult in 98. So 2003, 2005, 2011, all of it. And I never, ever, ever, ever considered anything like that. Fast forward 10 years. Do I consider going off the rails on I-17 when I go to visit my brother? Okay, I do have suicidal ideations. I'm not going to do it, mind you, but I do have those ideations.
It's just like, you could, it's not the same thing, but if you compare it to somebody that was on like a hardcore drug for a long time, they're always, and they get clean, they're always going to think about it all the time. When they wake up, when they go to bed, when they're feeling down, they're feeling depressed, it's going to be the first thing they want to go to.
Oh, yes, sci-fi, you are absolutely correct. You are correct. Because I do go dry. Once a month for a week, I go dry. I don't drink anything other than water or Kool-Aid for a week every month.
Oh, you drank the Kool-Aid. Okay.
I do. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's my problem. I drank the Kool-Aid. But I do go dry often, just to make sure that I can still go dry. The problem is with multiple sclerosis is you don't know the difference between DTs and MS.
Yeah, that's true. Suck up the shakes. Either way.
Hey, I know what he's talking about because, mine is very intermittent, but I remember in my 20s and waking up, my mom was downstairs. My roommate came up and said, "Hey, your mom's down there." And I got out of bed. I thought I had legs under me, and I fell flat on my face. They weren't there. They weren't working.
A few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I went to the emergency room because I could not walk. So it was a 30-mile drive to the emergency room, mind you. So ambulance, everything. Damn. And I literally could not move my legs until I got to the hospital. And they gave me 1 bag of Ringer's lactate. Yeah. So an IV, 1 IV. And I was good to go. I could stand up. I said, "I'm ready to go." They said, "Okay, you need to leave."
You mean they didn't try to suck all the money out of you first?
Oh, I'm sure they did when he got the bill.
Well, usually they do everything. Oh, we need to do an MRI. We got to do
Here's the thing.
This.
My friend was here with me, and he made sure that my wallet and my pants and everything were in a bag, and the ambulance driver did not take a bag with my pants and wallet in it.
Okay, so there goes your ID. There goes your insurance card.
30 miles from home, and I'm like, I just want to make 1 phone call. No. I want to make one phone call. No.
You're telling me the hospital wouldn't let you make a goddamn phone call?
It's not jail.
They called the police.
Oh.
When the police showed up, I was like, can I just make one phone call, please? And the police were like, yeah, absolutely, Dad, make the phone call.
Wow, that is crazy.
I mean, I got home, mind you, but they called the police because they would not let me make a phone call.
Because you couldn't. That is Jesus Christ. I can't even wrap my head around that. That is
I'm
just
never ever going to call. I'm never going to call 911 again. Never. Just period. I just, for most people out there, 911 is going to help you. So call 911 if you need to.
Apparently not in Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm never calling it again, ever. I'm never going to.
Please tell me you don't live in Maricopa County.
No, I live in Coconino, but
okay.
I did get a ticket in Maricopa. And so I actually showed up to court and they were like, give me $200. And I said, okay, here's $200. I'm out.
Oh, one of those counties that you don't really want to fight anything in?
Maricopa is a lot more like California than Coconino is.
No, it's not. I grew up in Phoenix. No, it's not.
It's more like
Ohio.
No, Elihu, you live in San Francisco now. Yeah?
Yeah.
How long's it been since you've been to Phoenix?
About 25 years.
Yeah. Maricopa is a lot more like California than it used to be.
I remember it was a day drive to AJ, okay? Now it's part of the city. Like, oh, we're here?
I was going to say, it seemed to me like more like Soviet Russia when they had Sheriff Joe over there, but...
Oh, fucking Joe.
I would take Sheriff Joe. I would take Sheriff Joe over anything that's happening in Maricopa now.
Now, get this. When Gascon became chief of police in San Francisco, I got a chance to ask him because he used to work directly with Joe Arpaio. I asked him, I was like, okay, I want to find out what kind of guy this guy is, right? I asked him, so how would your work relationship with Sheriff Arpaio? He looked at me and laughed and goes, not good. I'm like, okay, this guy's good for the city.
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah, but that Sheriff Joe, is he the guy that made the inmates wear the pink boxers and only made them watch like Nickelodeon or something?
Yes, no, he gave them one bottle of water per day.
Those stories are exaggerated.
Yes. No, hold on. The water thing is exaggerated. The pink boxers or the pink underwear, yes. The black and white stripes, yes. The chain gangs, yes. You can go look up documentaries on that. But the water thing is, I believe, over-exaggerated because even, when they were doing the documentaries or whatever that was on TV and whatnot, they would actually take like buckets of water and ice and stuff out to those people that were intense.
What Sheriff Joe did, it was exaggerated.
Now the food,
lot of what he did,
but the food was
exaggerated.
The food wasn't. He said he could feed a person for 30 cents a day. Really?
Okay, so no, you're right. It's okay. So beans and rice is what he fed his prisoners, which is a healthy diet actually.
Beans, rice, and oatmeal.
Yeah, but when you're sweating 80% of your water out every day.
Let me bring up these points.
Yeah, the other thing I can't imagine is that kind of diet can't be good for the plumbing.
No.
I think they had porta potties out in Tent City, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
You guys know the phrase "beans and bullets," right?
Yes, I've heard it several times.
Nope.
Well, they alluded to it in one of the Fallout games.
Enlighten us, please.
In 2003, we invaded Iraq. It took us 5 days to get to our first campsite, and we set up a fuel system there. Now, I spent 6 months putting fuel into bags and taking fuel out of bags and putting them into military trucks, and they went out to the front lines. I did a frontline FLEE is what it's called, frontline logistics, which is why I hate 4th of July, by the way. Anyway, I was starving. I was literally digging through the trash in June of 2003, digging through the trash, finding stuff to eat.
Because the supply lines didn't catch up because they were going.
Because we sent all of our beans and bullets to the front.
Right. The supply lines hadn't caught up yet.
And so what was I doing? I was sitting there, just distributing fuel. And still, I couldn't eat. I mean, I was digging through the trash to find water and the worst of all possible MREs.
Nobody likes this Cajun rice shit.
But I ate it, As soon as I got back to Kuwait, I drank a 6-pack of apple juice.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you should not ever do that.
No. How long did you vomit? How long till you vomited?
Oh, no, I didn't vomit at all. No, it all came out the other
way
end.
in the same consistency.
It all came out the other end.
I was going to say,
yes.
I'm sure he had plenty of liquid, so that wasn't the problem.
Yeah, that makes you very diabetic, dude.
All right, now that we've talked about diarrhea, let's change the subject.
Hey, what's with all the Nothing Beats Family memes that have been popping up all over, especially the Star Trek memes?
Something to do with Vin Diesel.
Yeah, it has something to do with the Fast 9 that just came out.
I'm not a Fast Furious fan, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I was just wondering what I missed there because they've been popping up everywhere. It's more prevalent than the Klingons have 2 dicks memes.
Kapla, bird.
Hey, Kapla, bird. Yes.
Yeah, and bird, I don't know because large quantities of apple juice do the same thing to me as they do to CCDV, apparently.
I was saying I had the opposite experience with apple juice.
Yeah, I did too. So I don't know what's going on with your body functions, bird, but yeah, it has the opposite effect on me.
As far as family is concerned, I am a very good-looking bald man. I am. Now, am I Vin Diesel bald? No. But I look good bald. Vin Diesel?
Well, fun fact, Vin Diesel is actually an avid D&D player, and that's what me and the Vile Child and the Vile Intern were playing yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, I am...
Were you the DM, Mike?
No, I'm a
no,
hunter.
the intern. My intern is the DM for us.
Yeah.
I'm a hunter on D&D.
Yeah.
My current character is a halfling trickster. Rogue trickster.
Nice.
Thief with magic.
The last character I played.
We should play D&D sometime. We really should.
Mike, can you share my screen?
The last character I played was a half ogre, half dragon barbarian, dumber than a box of rocks.
Hey, I can now say I have the body of Vin Diesel, okay?
Yeah, I can't pull off the ball.
Elihu, how did you get a picture of me?
I have the body of Vin Diesel, okay?
Is that one of those deep fakes?
No, this is actually him. He was caught a couple years ago smoking a cigarette on the balcony in the morning, and somebody snapped this picture of him.
It's probably he probably doesn't look all jacked all the time because you get into that role. Trying to be that jacked all the time is not healthy.
Then
Yeah.
why does it
it's
look
really
like
not healthy? No, you want to do a healthy lifestyle, but seriously, how did you get a picture of me? By the way, Elihu.
I just want to know.
I want to know because that's me and that's Vin Diesel.
I think
Why does it?
That's Vin Diesel.
You guys
Why does it? Why does it look like he has a fat suit on though? That's what I don't understand.
What are you trying to say?
Wrinkles right here.
Am I wearing a fat suit now?
You can see the wrinkles from his skin right here. It's not a fat suit.
So he actually does have a dad bod. Okay, I don't feel so bad now.
Wait, actually, no. Add 50 pounds and cover him in fur, and that's what I look like.
TMI.
Wow, Mike, you still have hair, so up yours.
Well, I usually shave it off. Right now, I've got like a centimeter of hair because I haven't shaved my head in like a month.
I haven't shaved my head in 15 years, 16 years.
Did I tell you guys that they tried to do a court martial on me for shaving my head?
No.
You cannot alter your appearance once you sign that line. You military property.
Well, that's the thing. They shaved my head in basic, right? Or well, they use clippers, right? So, but I saw my balding pattern, so I knew I couldn't grow hair ever again, mind you. But when I shaved my head bald, completely bald, with no hair on my head at all, and it was for a Halloween party that I shaved my head. They tried to convict me. They did.
You altered your appearance. You have to ask permission to shave your head.
I did not have to because the reason they were not able to convict me is because the regulation said if you are balding, you can shave your head.
Wait, was this during basic?
Well, it was after basic for me.
Okay, technically, technically you can grow facial hair, you can shave your head after basic, but during basic, you have to get permission to scalp your head if you're getting a little stubble. I know that much. But after basic, they're really not supposed to touch you. You're graduated. You can grow a mustache if you want in the Navy. You can
fair enough. But again,
well,
look at my avatar, right? I'm a white boy, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying, if you grow that much hair in basic training that you think you gotta buzz it off again, and you got some hormone issues.
Okay, let me change my avatar to something you guys recognize. Yeah,
like your camera being turned on.
I can't do the whole shaved
something's
head
wrong.
thing. I look like a skinhead then.
Okay, something's wrong. I can't see the pictures of myself.
Then just turn your camera on.
I can't turn my camera on because it's broken. I broke my camera.
Now is
Sorry,
Wembley?
everybody.
Is that tennis or soccer? I hate to sound
that's
ignorant,
not me.
but
There. Okay, there.
Talking about Wimbledon?
No, Wembley.
So, football.
So for my avatar, you see, right, Mr. CCDV or the Drunken Philosopher, whatever you want to call me. He has the patch at the very front of his head and the sides going around.
Nice handlebar mustache, by the way.
Yeah, well, I shaved that off because the follicles were hurting. So, have you seriously? Has your hair ever hurt?
No, I've never been that far. No.
Well, I've had it when I wear hats and that, but that's a different song.
Oh my god, I
hurt.
loved my mustache, which is why I have this avatar. Is my goatee and mustache were absolutely brilliant. Everybody loved my goatee and mustache.
Dude,
but I couldn't keep it. I had to shave it off because it was hurting so much to keep it.
Yeah, I could not stand facial hair. I had to shave it off. This is me in a beard. I hated it.
Elihu, I know you know what nerve pain is. So, yeah, I'm going to go with you on that. But, yeah, I had to shave it off. But here is my avatar that, what's his name in Europe does. He does the... Yitzy.
Itza.
Yitzy did this for me, and it looks absolutely fantastic because a year ago I did have that mustache and goatee.
He does great avatars. I mean, he made mine. I think he made Mike's just from looking at it.
Yep.
Yeah, he also made mine.
But again, I had to shave my head in 2009 or 2099. Wow. How old am I? Please, somebody
You are
tell
very
me.
old.
God, 2099, I shaved my head, and they tried to convict me for it.
In 2099, or do you mean 1999?
Yeah, 2099. Wow.
1999, whatever.
Dude, who won the World Series this year? Come on, tell me.
Somebody sing Prince, okay?
Yeah. Were you fighting in that future war that's on Apple TV?
Oh, you mean?
You know what?
2049,
That
dude.
is a good movie.
That's in 2049, the Tomorrow War.
I was going to say there's one called Future War, too.
Oh.
That is a very good movie.
Yes,
It
I was
really is.
surprised by it. I'm not even a dad. And I was
Well, I
surprised
don't
by
actually have Apple, so I haven't seen it, but I've seen the ads for it all over the place.
Mike, DM me your email address, and I'll send you the copy of the movie.
It is.
I have it.
No joke. It really is a very
And I'll
good
also
movie.
send you Black Widow, okay?
Now, I talk about
Well,
PTSD
I do
a
have
lot.
Disney Plus right now, but I do not have. I'm not paying the $30 to watch Black Widow. I'll wait till it's free.
Okay,
Right, exactly. That's the way I felt
I will
with
send you Black Widow
HBO.
and the Tomorrow War, okay?
Hey, Vile, do you got a Fire Stick?
No. I don't even use my TV to watch TV. I use my tablet, my computer, or my phone.
Okay, because I got the Cinema app so I can watch it.
Actually, it was kind of funny when my nieces came into the house. They wanted to watch TV in my room, and I had to remember how to get TV to work in my room because I've just got my Xbox and other consoles hooked up instead, and it's just like, wait, how do I do TV again on my TV?
I will do that.
You know, Vile Mike, you and I think we're the same person. Yeah. I let my kids do all of that technical stuff. I know how to turn my computer on. I know how to turn my phone on.
But you don't know how to turn a woman on. Wow.
Hey, you know, I tried last night.
Mrs. Vile's in the house. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hey,
Vile.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Cardenas.
Hello, Mrs. Vile.
Hola, Mrs. Cardenas.
Marisol, yeah.
I did send her a video of last Wednesday of the Vile child, both my nieces, and the Vile intern dancing at the park. I might post it to YouTube just to embarrass them all.
Oh,
Right on.
Wait,
Right on.
wait.
Or you could play it right now and embarrass them all.
Unfortunately, I can't. It's on my phone, and now I'm on my tablet.
Bird says it's on Amazon, and he didn't like it apparently. Tomorrow.
Well, I don't know. As I said, I have no opinion on it because I haven't seen it. And if he's correct, I would trust him that it's on Amazon, not Apple. I thought it was on Apple.
And I do have Amazon, so I can actually watch it later on today.
I liked Tomorrow War. I liked it a lot. I really did. Now, mind you, is the story pedantic? Yes, it is. However, the later third of the movie, when he comes home from the Tomorrow War, is where I started tearing up. I was crying my eyes out because I came home from a war, and yes, that shit goes on. It really does. And Chris Pratt did a great job. Great job. He did a fantastic job portraying the pain that we feel when we come home. Are we different when we come home? Yes, obviously we are.
That opening scene with the PTSD meeting, that's realistic.
It's so hard to watch. It is so hard to watch, but I love it because it's really good. And of course, they kill all the bad guys in the end, so we're good. Yeah.
Really? The bad guys lost? No way.
Spoilers.
Oh no, the bad guys lost. Damn it.
We win.
All right. Speaking of spoilers, who's up to date on Loki?
I am.
I don't
Not-
care.
Not I, said the fly, and I really don't care either.
I am totally up to date on Loki.
I have to be honest with you.
I haven't watched an episode yet, but I don't care about spoilers.
If I were Tom Hiddleston, I'd be in love with myself also.
I touch myself.
I wonder now that after the last 2 episodes, do the people that think that episode 3 was, just boring and served no purpose, change their mind a little bit? Because without that episode, the following 2 episodes don't make nearly as much sense.
How many people think that episode 3? How many people think that episode 3 was not necessary? Raise your hand, or just say 1 or 2 in the chat. Does it matter? Because episode 3 was character development.
Yeah, that's what it was. I thought it was just going to be world building for the most part, and that's why it didn't bug me as much. But without them, getting a bond formed between them, the whole thing on episode 4 doesn't make sense. And now it might be the secret to how everything's defeated in episode 6.
Yeah.
The only thing I did not like about episode 3 was the train fight scene. I'm like, they're Asgardians. Are they having a hard time against mortals? What? The only problem I have with that episode.
Loki isn't an Asgardian, though. He's a weak ice giant, remember?
They have the same strength as Asgardian, so
50
Not
years
Loki.
ago.
Remember, Loki was originally abandoned because he was so small.
But he still has the strength.
He was a
really.
small giant. Yeah. That's why he was abandoned, and that's why
Loki himself has never shown that strength.
I thought he did.
And yes, on my stream, Darth, you cannot go wrong with more coffee.
Oh, speaking of, I need to make another pot. One moment.
Darth, I love you, brother, but you need more whiskey in your coffee.
Nah, you don't necessarily need more whiskey in your coffee. You just need a little bit of coffee in your whiskey.
Hey, you need more grounds in your coffee.
Oh, right.
Because you're so vain.
That's where I've been going wrong. I've been drinking coffee with whiskey. I have not been drinking whiskey with coffee. Oops.
Just get not a shot, but a glass of whiskey and throw in a shot of espresso.
I'll stick to my Rain Toll body fuel, but I think I'm going to go back to Monster. This stuff's not the greatest.
Jordan, you are aware that you're drinking pure sugar, yeah? I mean, you might as well put a cup of sugar in a cup of water and drink it.
Why waste the water?
I can't remember what it was exactly, but we were when we were playing D&D, I kind of got bored, so I started reading everyone's nutrition boxes on their drinks. Because I drink diet soda, so there's like nothing in mine except for salt, right?
Yeah,
hey,
that's why I do diet sodas myself. Yeah,
one of the kids' drinks actually had printed on there 148% your daily dose of sugar.
Fake sugar that's not good for you.
Damn. Like a Jolt Cola.
No, I mean, that's what it said on the nutrition box, 148%.
I will eat corn, but I choose not to drink corn syrup.
Yeah, that high fructose corn syrup is totally bad for your body. Your body can't digest it. But the thing is, it's in almost everything we buy.
That's why I use real Vermont maple syrup. Not that Aunt Jemima pancake crap.
Yeah, any idea how expensive a quart of maple syrup is?
Yeah, $8.
Yeah, at least. At least.
For Aunt Jemima, I'll take my 50 cents.
Okay, well, it's your body, but But no, seriously, if you look at everything we buy, from ketchup to mustard, all the condiments, all the soda pops, unless it says made with real sugar, then you still got to look at the label.
But you still got corn syrup in everything. You really do have corn syrup in everything. That's why I cook from scratch most of the time.
That's why I drink Diet 7-Up.
So much of our food has some sort of sugar in there that's way too much. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous in the States.
Speaking of sugar, Mike, I'm going to drop out for about 10 minutes because I'm going to go around the corner store and get a pastry. I'm hungry.
All right, go get,
right on, Elihu. Right on.
Go get a thick bagel, Elihu. You'll be all right.
And everything bagel with cream cheese.
Yes, I love that.
Yes.
Everything bagels are awesome. But no, seriously.
Everything bagel with cream cheese is the best way to go.
But seriously, that corn syrup stuff, it's so bad for our bodies. It's not even funny. But yet that's what everything in the U.S. is made out of almost. Like 90% of the stuff that we eat.
Corn is really cheap to grow. And corn syrup is easy to make.
It's also heavily subsidized in the States.
But but the thing is, though, our bodies can't really digest it the way it can real sugar. Real sugar is expensive. That's why they went with the corn syrup alternative.
And that's why I drink wine.
Well, if it's so bad for you,
I'll go into the chemical analysis in a second, but I want to respond to Darth Haster for a second. And yes, I am a big fan of Surge, Darth Haster. There is one Burger King in my area near my storage unit that still serves Surge on their fountain drinks.
Anybody remember Jolt?
Well, you can get it in the gas stations now because they brought it back because of demand. You can get for like a 16-ounce can for 99 cents at most gas stations.
Well, not in California. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah, you got all your taxes, so it's probably $2 there.
Please do not bring up Jolt Cola.
I go to 7-Eleven almost every day for
twice
coffee.
the sugar.
I don't see it.
they got it in our speedways over here, but
I go to that Burger King just because it's the only one with Surge. I go there to get a small combo and I get a large Surge.
I hate to say it, but every time I hear the name Surge, I think of Slurm.
Except Surge came first.
You know, for 20 years of my life, I lived on Mountain Dew. So you could call it Slurm if you want to.
You know what? I should make a drink just call it Slurm there just for people to buy it.
What about what's the one from
I'm sure there is.
Sparky.
Probably is, yeah. There probably is a Slurm out there somewhere.
Yeah, I know you can buy Duff beer.
Actually, you want to make a new Jolt? Just call it Sparky Cola and get licensing from Andromeda.
Well, plus there's also Nuka Cola that you can buy from Fallout.
So, Mr. CCTV asked me not to bring up that certain soda. I'm kind of curious as to why.
Twice the caffeine and all the sugar?
Yeah, all the sugar. Oh my God, it was horrible.
I really liked Jolt Cola, though. I really did.
Yeah.
It made today's energy drinks look like a cup of coffee. Literally.
Twice the caffeine and all the sugar. Yes. Jolt Cola, everybody.
Was there ever a Diet Jolt Cola? Because I might drink that.
I don't think they ever did. No. What would have been the point?
Coffee. All right, just drink coffee.
Yeah, if you want Diet Jolt, drink coffee.
Well, one of my coworkers there, he bought some coffee there, and then the type of coffee was they called it CAF, which stands for caffeinated as fuck. And oh man, he was wired for days on that.
Oh no! I just go with the regular beans and I grind them and I put them in my coffee maker and I go, yum, coffee.
Oh, that's better than my
I'll never do super caffeinated stuff. I will not do that anymore, mind you.
Mr. CGV, I remember people that used to drink Jolt and they used to remember the original mini thins, not these, watered down stuff they have now, but the the old White Cross mini thins. Yeah, they used to pop like 2 or 3 of those and drink Jolt all day long. It'd be like drinking 3 12-packs of whatever the energy drink is.
I was young and I felt like I was having a heart
yeah.
attack. Now I'm old
I
and I
remember-
don't even want to think about trying to do that.
I remember buying a 12-pack of Surge, sitting down in my room, turning on my Nintendo, drinking all 12 sodas in a single day, and then crashing at night.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 12 days later he's still glued to the TV.
No.
I bought a 12-pack of Mountain Dew and I put it on the counter, and my son drank damn near the entire 12-pack. I may have had 2 of the 12-ounce cans. My son drank it all, and he was awake for 3 days.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I bet that's when you discovered melatonin, wasn't it?
Well, no, I discovered melatonin a long time ago, but yes. If you want to go to sleep, take some melatonin. And some Benadryl, and you're going to be asleep for a while.
And if it's
unfortunately, it wouldn't work for me. I have to take stuff a little bit stronger than melatonin.
And should we explain that for people that don't know what it is?
What, melatonin?
Yeah, it's like an all-natural.
It is a natural supplement. Yeah.
Melatonin is one that's actually produced by your body itself, and it's not in sufficiently large quantities unless you've been up for a long period of time.
And if you have little kids that don't like to go to bed, well, just give them half a pill. They're out like a light.
Again, when you're 30 years old and you've been
Jay,
up for
I don't think
50 hours.
roofing your kids is a good idea.
No, you don't understand the kids that we
don't
were
want
raising.
you don't want to drug your kids. But when you're 30 years old and you've been awake for 50 hours, melatonin is your friend.
They actually at the dollar store up here, they actually sold melatonin in. It said children's melatonin right on the bottle.
Yeah, 3 milligrams of melatonin. You can give that to your child at 7 years old, and he'll sleep for
good 8 hours,
10 hours. Yeah. But don't do that often if you don't have to.
No, that's like the old style of getting your baby to quiet down when they're teething, like putting whiskey on their gums.
That's me taking...
putting whiskey on your baby's gums is now bad?
Well, that's what I heard.
You just don't want your kids to get hooked on something that will help them sleep.
Right. You don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You don't want to get them into a habit at that early age. No, I absolutely understand.
At 7 years old, and we go to a party, and they're still wired because
it's time to go to bed, kids.
Sugary sodas and stuff. Yeah, give them 3 milligram melatonin, and they'll go to sleep.
No, you gotta
now,
give them that.
Now I'm just imagining a 7-year-old popping uppers and downers throughout the day just to stabilize himself.
Like I said, do not do that every day. However,
kindergarten's so hard.
It's a good thing.
I need my pills.
Hey, Darth, why don't you join us here on here? Darth said he just got up and seen us live. You should join us. Come on and join us.
Yeah, we're only talking about uppers and downers for certain segments of our population.
It's only been a few seconds that we've been talking about uppers and downers, yeah.
And Pastor, could you possibly rephrase that a little bit? I don't like the idea of you popping on me at any time.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that no one wants to pop in on Vile Mike.
Now, I could see Mike saying that to Revan. I'm not sure Hester actually had that in mind when he typed it.
No, there's only one person that's been in this chat that's allowed to do that, and I don't think she's here anymore.
Oh, I miss Yvette.
I was talking about Mrs. Vile.
Oh, well, okay, fine.
See where you just jumped to, dude? Come on.
Maricon, yeah.
I just hopped back in. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm like, Darth, what the hell?
Hey, have any of you guys seen the Napadol commercial?
Napadol?
Napadol.
No.
What the heck is
one?
It's real funny. Someone made a video of Napadol. They're for you screaming, whiny kids. Just put some on a cloth, hold it up to they're screaming pie hole for 30 seconds there. Then they'll knock the kid right out. And then there's a guy, and they're talking about how it's developed by the military. And the guy's like, "Oh, this is chloroform."
Sorry, Yvette is still in the chat. My bad.
And now she knows.
She and I would both go home with Dean.
Okay, by Dean, I'm guessing you're either referring to one of two Deans, Martin or Winchester.
Yes.
Or Stockwell.
How you doing, Haster?
I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm just like, okay.
What's good, everybody? How you doing?
Honestly, I'm straight as an arrow. I can appreciate the male body, and Dean Winchester has the male body.
Because Dean's the man, that's why.
Hey, I'm no spring chicken, but I wouldn't admit to wanting to go home with another guy.
Again, I'm straight as an arrow.
Yeah, is Gene the one that stars in the new Texas Walker or Walker Texas Ranger?
No, that's Sam Winchester.
They're remaking that show.
Padalecki.
That's Jared Padalecki.
I don't have a problem with them remaking it. I'm not a Chuck Norris fan, despite the fact that I've met him in person.
Ugh, I couldn't stand the first version of it.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I prefer the one with Chuck Norris instead of Dean there. I watched one episode and I was like, yeah, I prefer the old Walker Texas Ranger.
The funny thing is, everywhere I've been in the world, right, I've met Chuck Norris, and so Walker Texas Ranger, awesome. I met Sam and Dean Winchester in Germany in 2008.
I have not met them.
I've met everyone that I've ever wanted to meet, other than Isaac Asimov, but he's already dead, and Robert Heinlein, and he's already dead too. Damn! The people I want to meet are already dead.
This might sound off topic, but every time I hear Sam and Dean, I think of Supernatural.
That's what they're talking about.
What we're talking
That's what they're talking about, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey guys, I participated in a live sing-along with Misha Collins and Journey last year.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic!
That sounds cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we crashed the Zoom stream. Misha's like, I don't know how many people up here, but I'm gonna get a lot of people up here so we can crash it. And we crashed it halfway through the song.
I have not yet been invited by popular people to sing with them. Does that mean I'm a great singer or a bad singer?
Actually, from what I heard on karaoke, you're not that bad, Mr. CCDV.
It just depends on how much you're drinking.
Say again?
Yvette's telling us in the chat that Jensen Ackles also did the voice of Batman in The Long Halloween. And I'm not sure if she's right, but I wouldn't doubt it.
I think she is correct. I'm too stoned, and right now I'm eating the check.
Jensen Ackles is one of the best actors of our time. Ackles, whatever.
Elihu, you got to stop eating those poppy seed bagels, man. I'm telling you.
He really is, though. Jensen Ackles is one of the best actors of our time.
I can get behind that. He is really diverse in his acting. He could do drama. He could do action. He could do.
He started in the soap opera.
He did start in soap operas. Yes.
He did start in soap operas.
Yeah, they made fun of that in one episode of Supernatural when they crossed out the reality thing. They made fun of
one
that.
of my favorite episodes where they crossed over into our reality.
Yeah.
You married Ruby?
I thought that was hilarious when he gave him shit for that.
We're in Canada? Really? Oh my god, it was so fun. It was
the house like, wow, I got to make a house. I must be the star. Make a star.
See, it was fantastic.
Yvette knows, and these are the days of our lives.
Thank you. Switching channels.
Yvette knows everything about Jensen Ackles. Everything about Jensen Ackles.
That's why she's going to do the Supernatural board.
I'm pretty sure Yvette is going to marry him.
The switching she even knows what episode.
And yes, according to Google, Jensen Ackles did play Batman in the animated movie adaptation of The Long Halloween Part 1 and 2.
Did you actually question Yvette?
I did not, but she did say, I think, and I wanted to verify.
Were you vetting the fact that Yvette put out there?
Wait. You didn't question, but you still had to fact check. How does that work?
She said, I think. So he was checking for her.
There's one thing I don't do. When it comes to Jensen Ackles, I don't question Yvette.
No, I wouldn't either. That's what I was saying.
You are aware that Yvette knows more science than all 6 of us put together, right?
I'm actually surprised the cutout is not cut in half yet.
Hey, I took biology. I cut toads in half.
No, carbon cutout. It's not broken yet.
I'm including Elihu in this because Elihu is an astrophysicist.
Well, according to his channel
on YouTube.
Oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay, like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not an electric being. I just play one on YouTube.
Yvette still knows a lot more science than 6 of us put together.
Bill Nye is not an astrophysicist either. He's a mechanical engineer. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson who is an actual astrophysicist.
Okay, so if he's a mechanical engineer, that'd be like Bird saying, like Bird coming up with a show that Bill Nye had. Remember that show back in the day?
Bill Nye
the Science Guy.
Wait, are you proposing what I think you're proposing?
No.
Replace Bill Nye with Bird?
Hell yeah, Bird was a hell of a lot.
That would be fantastic. Bird
Guy, the science list guy. Bird Guy, the science list guy.
Science guy.
The science guy. Son of a bitch.
Birdo Prey, the science guy.
Engineers are like science, but better. Exactly, Bird. Hell, Kuroga, you're right.
No, I've got the theme song. It's kind of like hair metal. Science, Bird Prey 5.
No, I think Bird would go with more of a Frank Sinatra sounding.
So Bird says scientists are better than engineers, but at least with the scientists, you don't get like. At my old job, there you could tell the engineers were about 4 inches taller than I am because everything was about 4 inches too tall for me.
Oh, that's why you bought the work boots with the extra tall heels on them.
Hey, gotta love those heels. Gotta love those heels.
There's your problem.
But you can't run in those heels.
Guy, the science list guy, yeah.
Seriously, I can fix my truck. I can fix my car. I can do a tune-up on any car. I can fix anything, right? So does that make me an engineer? No, I'm a mechanic.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I look at it. I'm just a jack of most trades and a study of all the others.
So engineers are amazing. Engineers who can create things. I can fix things. That makes me a mechanic.
My favorite
engineers create things.
Bird actually did create.
Scientists explain how we created it.
So basically, all dads are engineers. Okay.
No, Bird did create stuff. He just never told us how he created it.
Yeah, that is a very apt analogy, Mr. CCDV. Engineers design it. Mechanics maintain it.
Make it.
I'd say more maintain it.
Scientists explain to us how we did it.
Even if
they give us the how and the why.
Even if we don't know how we did it, they explain how we did it.
Can I build a generator? Yes, I can.
It's not
Do
that
I know
difficult.
the science behind the generator?
No.
No.
I just know if I put these parts together, they work.
Magnets on a thing that goes around with a bunch of copper wire.
Oh, the coil.
Generator.
Be glad no physicist is up here.
Well, now, see, I did work at a plant here in town that made electrical motors, so I know all about how to, do everything with electrical motors, but that doesn't mean I understand the underlying science.
You ruined the joke, Sci-Fi. You ruined the joke.
You have to know the science kind of to be able to build them.
No, not really. You just go to the production line and learn about it as you go.
Oh, one piece at a time.
Okay, so I'm a mechanic. I can wire out copper wire for 13 yards and put magnets inside of it and create a field of electricity.
But
I can
here's
do
the thing.
that.
Here's the thing. Before those magnets create that magnetic field, you actually need to pack them around what we call the not the stator, but the
again, you are ruining the fun.
Okay, Mr. CCDV, you're a cook. You boil water. Are you a chemist?
I'm not a chemist.
Exactly.
But I do know that at your sea level, 212 degrees is boiling water. So at my sea level, 7,000 feet above sea level.
I'm sorry, hold on. Your sea level, which is 7,000 feet above sea level.
And water boils at 208 degrees. So I have to cook my pasta longer than people who live in San Francisco.
I know on the Enterprise data, watch the same pot of kettle boil so many hundreds of times, and it
pretty
always
sure on the Enterprise they had
78 seconds.
Yeah, a standard.
About watching water boil.
Don't they have environmental? Yeah, but don't they have environmental stabilizers on the Enterprise?
It's at Earth sea level, so
right. So your water is going to boil at 212 degrees. My water is going to boil at 208 degrees. I already know that, which is why I cook my pasta longer than you do.
Oh, that's where you confuse me. He used Celsius. You're using Fahrenheit.
It's not my fault you're from Canada, Sci-Fi.
I don't. I walked into that. You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, just say damn Canucks, and it's not racist because the Canucks lost the Stanley Cup.
Seriously, it was so easy. He's from Michigan. He's in the United States. He should be doing Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah. But he made fun of me for doing Celsius and Fahrenheit, and he walked into it. I did it.
I did. I totally walked into it. You know what's funny about this? I live farther north in the U.S. than Captain Foley does in Canada.
Wow.
So you got to go south to go to Canada?
Yes, I do. I have to go about 3 hours down to Detroit.
I know where you are, man. Yeah, there's only one part of Michigan that you have to go south to go to Canada. I know where you are.
Oh, okay.
He's coming for you.
If you think so.
Okay, I know about where you are.
He's coming to take you away. Haha. He's coming to take you away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time.
So it's meant to trees and saints coming to take me away.
I look forward to the young men in their clean white coats coming to take me away.
Why, yes, your water is superior, Cinnamon. That's what you get for living in the state that you do.
How do you think we got our white so white?
Arizona water sucks. It's hard water. Ooh. Fluoride. Ooh.
Have any of you guys ever driven from Alaska to just say Washington or California, whatever you want to say?
I'd have to be the Alaska first.
Nope. I'd have to be in Alaska first, and I don't think Canada would let me in anyways.
Yeah. One time I got kicked out of Canada. I have no interest
in going to Alaska.
5 days I was on the Alaska highway. That's how big Canada is. 5 days I was driving through Canada.
Oh, yeah.
No joke. I mean, Canada is huge.
I think it's the second largest country by landmass.
I thought driving from Fort Stewart, Georgia, which is Savannah, Georgia, call it Savannah. I thought driving from there to Flagstaff in 28 hours was an accomplishment. I really did.
Why? How is that an accomplishment? I made it from basically where I live now to Great Lakes Academy in Waukegan in like just over 7 hours.
I've driven from San Diego, California to Flagstaff, Virginia in less than 3 days.
Exactly. And it took me 5 days to go through Canada.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it took me 16 and a half hours.
They have 1/10 of our population with twice our land mass. So figure out the taxes for the roads and figure it out.
Are you guys really? Are you being pedantic on this point? I mean, I could drive from Los Angeles to.
I'm not being pedantic. I'm being realistic.
I could drive from Los Angeles to Orlando, Florida in 2 days, and it took me 5 days to drive through Canada.
Were you driving like you were running for the Viet Cong?
Yeah, no shit. It takes 24 hours from Michigan to Disneyland in Florida. Straight through.
It takes me between 30 and 36 hours to drive from San Diego to Eastern Texas.
That sounds about right, though.
Even for a that's absolutely.
But I don't sleep the entire time. At least when I drove to Virginia, I stopped twice to sleep.
Now, are you driving truck or your personal vehicle?
You actually do understand when I say from Savannah, Georgia to Flagstaff, Arizona, which is only 8 hours away from Los Angeles, right? So I did that in 26 hours.
Well, Mike,
trust me, that was a long goddamn drive.
Sorry, what was that, Jordan?
Coming down from Alaska through
it only takes
Canada.
us 12 to get to Texas.
I'm talking about Eastern Texas.
Yeah, but I'm all the way up in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm in San Diego.
Hey, Cinnamon, I think I found some
my
new rabbit food
experience
for you.
in Texas is the hill country, right? So north of Austin, south of Waco. It's all hill country out there. It's all ranches and cows and stuff, right?
I got a question. Did you ever go by the old you remember what happened back in the 90s? Obviously you do. You're about my age. Did you ever go by there and is that all closed off or whatever happened to that?
It's not closed off. It's open for people to go and see. It's just no one really wants to. You go east from Waco and you can see it, but who wants to?
I mean, well, it was just such a I remember watching that live on TV, so it's just it's.
Oh, I remember that too. Yeah, and I was in Texas after the Waco thing, but I played in a country band in Waco.
Oh crap!
I'm sorry. The only good thing to ever come out of Texas is I-10 East and West.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
Yvette, one of the things that makes me want to move back to Texas is Jensen Ackles.
I have a few friends that live in Austin, Texas. They describe it as a bastion of sanity surrounded by naught.
Honestly, Austin is one of the best places in Texas. It really is. Now, mind you,
I sell propane accessories.
My experience in Austin is 6th Street, where all of the bars are, and they close it off every weekend, and you can walk up and down the 6th Street and just go into every single bar, and you can get any kind of music you want to listen to. A friend of mine played on Austin City Limits.
I was going to say that's the only thing I've ever heard about from Austin was that show on PBS, Austin City Limits.
Yes, one of my friends played on Austin City Limits. He asked me to play bass for him, and I went, "Oh, I'm nervous. I can't do it." So I feel stupid. I could have been on Austin City Limits, and I chose not to.
Man, that would have got you some national attention. That show goes all across the country on PBS.
It really is one of the great regrets in my life that I didn't play on Austin City Limits, and I could have. So yeah, well,
he still could.
You know what helps with that, Mr. CCDV?
Really? Does anyone want to hire a disabled bass player?
Well, you know, if I can ever get my fingers to work and get my guitar to work the right way, I think we'd make a hell of a duo.
You know what helps with that stage fright? What helps with it is pretend you're in your garage, just slapping your bass.
Like stand-up bass?
Both.
Well, that's the only kind you slap. You don't slap a 5-string.
Really?
Okay.
All right. Sci-Fi Nation, you're not allowed to talk anymore. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. I actually do when it comes to musical instruments. So
okay, ask Flea that.
Okay, you know I don't have half the talent he does, or a quarter, or an eighth. So that's not even close.
Hey guys, Bird of Prey 5 just posted. Cinema Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Die Hard 3.
Nice.
I haven't seen the third one.
Samuel Jackson.
Now, is the Die Hard movies, does that go like along the lines of Smoking the Bandit, where the first one's really good, the second one's all right, then the third one about wrecked the first two for you?
The third one's not all that great, but
yeah,
I don't know about that. I'd say the third one is better than 2.
It's a Die Hard movie, and it's a good movie.
Well, I know watching Smoking the Bandit, the first one I loved really good. Second one's all right, then the third one about wrecked the first two for me.
No, I disagree. I think the third one is better than number 2.
For Smoking the Bandit?
No, for Die Hard.
Oh, okay. Because didn't they make a fourth one too? Awesome.
I think
they made
Hard
a
actually
lot
has
of
like 6
Die Hard
movies.
I'm not sure which one is the third.
That's one with Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
The third one is with Samuel Jackson?
Yes.
So you know there's going to be a lot of swearing in it.
Yeah, I was out of date. I honestly thought that number 4 was with Samuel Jackson.
No.
According to
and Bird Thinkers 5. I was wrong, not 6.
Yeah, 90 minutes.
Agreed, Bird of Prey 5. The third is the last one worth watching.
I don't know. I like the first one where everyone's in the vent there going, come to the car, we'll get together, we'll have a few drinks.
That was number 1, man. That was number 1.
There's only one line I really like from the Die Hard movie. I believe it's "Hold still, you fucking hamster."
What now? Which one is Die Hard again? Is that the 5th one?
No, Live Free and Die Hard's the 5th.
Live Free and Die Hard. Okay,
Live Free and Die Hard.
I think you're thinking of the second one, Die Hard Again. I think that's the second one, ain't it?
No, it was just Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 3 with a
Die Hard with a Vengeance. The third one was
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Or the fourth one. I can't remember the fourth one. I just know it had to do with a cyber attack.
You want me to pull up the IMDb?
A Good Day to Die Hard.
I choose not to, but
A Good Day to Die Hard. Thank you.
I'm too stoned to search right now. Sorry, guys.
We're used to it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I just don't want to pull up another tab.
No, I don't drink Tab. I drink Diet 7-Up.
You can't. Oh Jesus! I haven't seen Tab since the 80s. My aunt used to drink that. My auntie used to drink.
They're
that.
still putting out Tab.
I don't know if they do, but my auntie used to drink the hell out of that shit back in the.
Wait, can you buy Tab soda?
I'm pretty sure you can still find it.
He used to drink.
You gotta buy something if you want to open a tab.
She used to buy the cola called Tab, and she drove a little gremlin around town all the time.
I love Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future.
That's so 70s thing.
Yeah,
No, that was
Pepsi free. You can't have Pepsi, man. You gotta pay for it.
That was 80s in my town, driving around in a gremlin with a tab hanging in your hand.
My sister had a gremlin, man. I remember push starting those little fuckers.
You gotta buy something if you want to open a tab.
Yes, that was Back to the Future. Yep. Give me a Pepsi free. Ain't nothing free here, kid.
Gotta pay for it. Come on, Pepsi, gotta pay for it.
I would laugh if you used future money in that. I would laugh so hard at that.
Oh, give me something without caffeine then. Or whatever you said. Something without sugar in it. Here, have coffee.
Something without sugar, and you put a cup of coffee in front of him. Yeah, that's Back to the Future.
But you gotta love the old Bic always falls in the manure pile in every movie.
Yeah, all the way from the Old West, yeah.
But going back to that last scene, right? 5 cents for a cup of coffee.
I thought it was 15. Was it
5 cents?
5 cents.
5 cents. 1 nickel for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, McDonald's hamburgers used to be 12 cents.
Yeah, go to a restaurant now and try and get a 5 cent cup of coffee. You ain't gonna get it, baby.
You can't buy anything at the store for a nickel anymore. There's
that
no nickel candy.
That reminds me of that.
There is a restaurant that does that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a local restaurant. Every once in a while, they'll do the 5 cent coffee as like a flashback to the whatever. I can't remember what it was though.
Actually, Bird, the calendar is wrong. Next Sunday is not the day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow is Tuesday.
You're not allowed to make fun of Bird of Prey.
Hail Kuroga.
Well, I don't know. I go to Denny's fairly often, and because the way I tip when I just get a cup of coffee and I'm there for several hours, a cup of coffee there costs me about $10.
Damn. I can buy a pound of beans for $10.
Wait, hold on though. Is it a bottomless cup of coffee?
Wow, that is the worst cup of coffee I've ever drank. $10 for a cup of coffee, really?
Oh, hold on. There's a thing that in our restaurants up here up north that we call bottomless cups of coffee. As long as we order food and we don't harass the waitresses, we can sit there and pay for a cup of coffee, and it doesn't matter how many decanters of coffee they bring to us.
Yeah, it's called Waffle House.
Have you been
It's called
to
a bottomless cup of coffee.
Yeah,
this is before what I'm talking about though. This is before IHOP even came to town. Yeah, well, we
the
paid
coffee itself is $3. I'm basically tipping $7 because, I'm sitting there for sometimes 3-4 hours working on stuff, usually posting stuff to my store or working on a video or something. And that's the tip is to ensure that I don't get kicked out and to be nice about the fact that I'm sitting there. And I sometimes will go through 4 or 5 pots of coffee.
That's like Georgia, in Texas. Yes, I did sit at a Waffle House for, give or take 6 or 8 hours, and they constantly kept bringing me coffee. And fantastic, right? I'll give you $10 for 8 hours worth of coffee. But $10 for a cup of coffee? Where the hell are you drinking coffee from?
Again, it's not $10. I'm tipping $7 essentially.
He's paying $3 for a cup of coffee with a $7 tip.
Hey, everybody, Bird.
The employee not to kick him out.
Bird's taking off. Take care, Bird.
Later, Bird. I'll try to stop by. I gotta help my roommate for later.
And Bird, you don't have to let me up on the panel because I am vociferous today.
Cinnabon Bunny, I got a comment on that. Yes, Olive Garden is great for the bottomless bowls of pasta and breadsticks.
Yes, they are.
I'm not too fond of Olive Garden.
And actually, back in the day when I used to go to them back in the early 2000s, they had unlimited salad too. So
you could switch your pasta around, so you're not like bored.
They still have on their menu the unlimited soup and salad, so you can have the salad and the soup. You just have to choose your soup, and if you choose the right soup.
Which is what I always did because the bread is just whatever. I got bread at home. I don't need it.
Later, Yvette.
Later, Yvette.
Hey, F salad. What? You ain't got no compassion for your bunnies at home there, bud?
What? Yeah, I would imagine someone who raises bunnies eats a lot of salad.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm a meat eater, because, hey, gotta have an equal balance. What I eat salads. So, come on,
Have
eat
you-
salads in nature.
Have you ever taken care of bunnies? Have you
No,
ever
I haven't.
taken care of bunnies?
I haven't. I'll tell you how I take care of my bunnies. They go into
There
a
is
nice.
a lot of turd.
They go
nice
into it.
buttery
They go into a
sauce.
nice sauce with a nice stew and
Yeah, with a little lemon on it.
biscuits.
Oh,
Now,
so
bunnies
good.
are nice to pet, and they're easy to glove. Right? You take all the skin off and you cook the rabbit, but they are hard to take care of. There's a lot of food and water that goes into bunnies.
Yeah, it's easy to eat.
I was gonna say it takes a lot more care to skin them and eat them than it does to take care of them, because you got to do that stuff just right.
Now you catch them in the wild and you skin them, you're good.
Oh yeah, you're good.
But
But
if you got to take care of the
domestic?
bunnies while you're doing it, don't.
That's
don't.
why they call them
no.
an advanced domestic pet.
You literally need a shovel in order
To beat them
get
over the head with.
out of the bunny poop.
No,
bunnies poop a lot.
They do. Little Cocoa Puffs all over the house.
All over
well,
the damn
Mr.
place. And
CCTV,
you need a
uh,
shovel to get them
one of the
all out.
reasons-
Yes.
One of the reasons bunnies poop a lot is because of the way their digestive system works. They actually have to re-ingest some of their poop in order to get all the nutrients out of it. So they'll poop and then they'll eat their own poop to digest it again the second time.
Yeah,
So
you're right though, Vile Mike. If you don't mind me going off on a tangent,
go
bunnies
ahead.
and horses. Bunnies and horses are very similar, right? So if you see horse poop, you go, "Wow, that's a lot of hay." Well, okay, fine, but
No, I don't. I say that's a lot of horse shit.
Wild horses will come back and eat that because it is healthy for the horses. Do you want to step in it? You do. You really don't want to step in it, but yeah, horses and bunnies are very similar in that way.
Especially with those knee Ks on.
I missed that sci-fi. What did you say?
I said, especially with those knee Ks on. What is that? Some kind of Chinese word?
It's a knockoff. Flip flop.
Oh, you're talking about that ripoff of Nikes?
Knee Ks from Back to the Future 2 or 3.
Or are you trying to say caissons?
No, knee Ks.
Caissons.
Knee Ks. What is that? Some kind of Chinese word?
Oh, I need more coffee. You're right.
You guys are wild. You guys are wild.
Wild and crazy guys.
We're just two wild and crazy guys. Hey. Classic SNL right there.
That reminds me, I need to get a copy of Quiet Riot's Mental Health for my collection.
Mental health will, yeah. Mental health will drive you wild.
I'm trying to get all my favorite albums on vinyl.
Who
Right
listens to vinyl anymore?
I am.
I do.
A
I
lot of
just
people-
listened to Iron Maiden's Seventh Son of the Seventh Son.
Does it
I've
actually
got-
sound that much better on vinyl?
Yeah,
I think it
I've
does.
got Buddy Holly. I've got the Guess Who. I've got Shana Na. I've got some K-Tel records. I've got a whole bunch of stuff.
Something that's really funny. The Vile Child has learned to hate Boston because she knows that when I put Boston on vinyl on the record player, it means it's time to clean the house.
That's exactly how I was with Bobby Darin. So I sing Bobby Darin all the time, right? On karaoke, anywhere I can sing Bobby Darin. Oh, the shark babe. But when my mom put on that album while we were growing up, I knew it was time to clean.
So
I knew it was time to clean with Bobby Darin.
Bird of Prey's going on at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, according to Cinnabon Bunny.
Yes.
Yeah, noonish Pacific hour time. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
sci-fi. Buddy Holly, didn't he die in a plane crash in Iowa?
Yes, that's the day the music died.
Yeah, I think that's about an hour from me, where that is.
Well, I don't know exactly where the plane went down, but it sucked for all of music kind when he died.
About an hour southeast of me.
Wow.
And he also had what's his name?
Richie Valens and
Richie
the Big Bopper.
Valens and the Big Bopper were in a plane as well. Yes.
What is the Big Bopper's real name? Does anybody know?
No.
No.
What? Wait,
honestly, I don't know what the big bopper's name was.
It's the big bopper.
I think it's Giles Perry Richardson Jr.
It is totally Sunday for me, isn't it?
Say that again, Jordan. What was his real name?
Giles Perry Richardson Jr. Jiles.
Giles.
Very well.
Giles.
I shall still call him Big Bopper.
Yeah, I will too. Big Bopper.
I just call Giles Richardson.
Large Bopper Senior.
Large Bopper Senior. Yeah, that works. Absolutely.
Really?
Really? Well, you got the Big Bopper and the Little Bopper. Why not?
All right, just because it might take 10 whole minutes for it to get out, I'm going to go ahead and start having everybody plug their stuff because it's about almost 2 hours for the stream, and I've got more people on the panel than I have watching.
Oh, Mike.
Fair enough.
Mike, Parrot had put it into the chat too, so if you want to throw that up for Big Bopper's name.
So, anyone want to plug anything?
Well, if you guys want to see what my area looks like, watch the movie Loon Lake. It's a really good movie. It's set in my area on the lake I grew up on.
Loon Lake. Is that a horror movie?
Yeah. It's about the witch that was supposedly buried out there. They got a few of the details wrong, but we got an old urban legend here where she was accused of witchery, which she was actually a Wiccan. But she was executed in 1880, and it said if you jump over her grave 3 times that you'll die. And the freaky part is a lot of the people that I know who jumped over her grave has died. There's one guy who even stole her tombstone there, and he wrecked his truck. He died in a car crash on the way home. There's all kinds of stories like that. They actually had to remove her gravestone and put it in our county museum. So
yeah, I think I had a cousin that jumped over that grave 3 times, and 30 years later, yeah, he died.
I got a cousin out this way?
No, I was making a joke.
Oh.
I said, yeah, 30 years later, yeah, he died.
Well, there's my aunt and 2 of her friends there. They jumped over it, and like 7 years later, the one friend died. Almost exactly 7 years later, my aunt died, and then like 7 years later, the other one died. It was like all in 7-year intervals. But it's an all right movie. Not high budget.
All right, Sci-Fi, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I last week I started Andromeda Tuesdays, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and today I started Babylon 5 Sundays. I did that at 11 a.m., but next week it's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. So look out for Andromeda Tuesdays and Babylon 5 Sundays, and I'm going to work in the rest of my schedule in between that.
I'll probably stick around more for the Babylon 5 than I will the Andromeda.
Oh, no worries. It is what it is. If you guys want to come and hang out, I always put the link in where you can watch the show at. It's not going to be on YouTube itself, obviously. But it always, when I do my watch parties, it is always open panels. So you guys are more than welcome to come and hang out and whatever. So, come check it out.
All right, Haster, you want to plug anything?
I don't really got anything going on right now. I'm still kind of struggling on what I'm going to do with my channel, but I do have one. If I don't know if I'm going to be doing more gaming or pushing the writing a lot more.
My recommendation would be writing. Read your short stories. Now, I'm not a gamer. I don't like gaming. I haven't played video games since Super Mario Brothers. So Nintendo Original System is my last video gaming system.
Not even the Game Boy? Wow.
However,
all right, I think I'm going to start calling you the drunken Philistine.
Yep. You're no longer the
I actually
philosopher.
know what that means. I actually know what that means.
And we got the squeaker.
Yes. Yes.
We got the squeaker.
Oh, you got me. Dang it.
Honestly, Darth Asper, I would rather hear your short stories than watch you play a video game. But that's my preference.
Catechism. It's a bitch, ain't it?
Yeah. I guess
All right, Elihu, you want to plug anything?
Yes, besides Marinus.
Wow, what?
Yep. We're gonna have to private this one.
You
I didn't realize you were starting an oceanography thing on your channel, Elihu. Starting with your brown starfish.
Oh, damn.
All right. Now, Elihu had Uranus on deck for a long time, and you brought up brown starfish immediately. So, which one of you is smarter?
That's another one I have to get. Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Thanks for reminding me.
Smarter. Words are hard, okay? SMERTER. Smarter.
I am so smart. S-M-R-T.
I am SMRT smart.
Well, I'm not very smart, but I am educated.
I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.
You got knocked up.
Okay.
You got knocked up.
No, I want to apologize to people who've been trying to watch my show because I've been having shitty Comcast Xfinity internet connection. But now that problem's solved because I've been upgraded to basic StreamYard, which means I can record my shows. And how much does it cost me? Nothing. They're sponsoring me now for free. So I got an upgrade for free on StreamYard. Woohoo! So I can actually record my shows.
Wait.
Videos.
They actually sponsor you. That's actually something. That don't sell yourself short. They're sponsoring your ass. You better do something with your damn channel.
Yeah, I am. Which means if I can't do a live stream because of my internet, I can record it and post it.
He is currently selling it, Sci-Fi Nation. Let him sell it.
All right, CCDV, anything you want to plug?
Wednesday, 12 noon Pacific time.
I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do. I intended to start with the chronic pain streams again on Thursdays. I did intend to do that. I intended to do my Bible studies on Sunday mornings, but at this point, I'm just tired, man. Everything in my life for the last year has gone to shit, and I just don't know. When I show up, thank you for letting me be here, but I don't know when I'm going to put out content. I really don't. I am going to put out content. I just don't know when.
Well, for the last month, the only content I've been putting out is these live streams on Sundays. But yesterday, the Vile Child and I did re-record our Devil in the Dark TOS episode. So once I cut down the audio, I will be sending it to Mr. Miles to get it worked on. Although he is doing some other projects right now, so it might take a little bit longer. And then I also did not realize that I did not upload the last Voltron episode. It's been done for 4 months, and I forgot to upload it. So now that my computer's working again, I will be uploading it as soon as I can. Probably once my nieces are no longer in the house.
Wait,
I actually do Vile Mike. I do voice acting, by the way. Mainly right now with the Doctor Who, or what do they call that?
Script Doctors crew.
Yeah, the script doctors. I mostly do voice acting for them, but I've done voice acting in the past. So if you need a voice, I'm here to do it. Just send me the script.
Well, next time I talked to Bird about it, but I'm going to try to have Bird on the next TOS episode because it is the first episode that features the Klingons. But in a future episode, if you want, I might be able to work in something for you.
Are you talking about the original series when they called them Klingons?
Yep,
the Klingons.
So
seriously,
I just got to write the script for that one.
Yeah.
When they had one dick.
All right, so 1 hour is Bird stream. I'll try to see you guys there. As I said, I got to move some furniture for my roommate because, we're actually going to a friend of hers house to pick up a chair that she wants. So I have to help move a chair.
Yeah.
So you are driving and all the women are talking?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, you're not going to be on Bird's stream. Sorry.
Good luck with that.
Hey,
all right,
Mike. Before we go, I had an idea for a New Year's Eve stream. You can take all the questions we've missed over the year and have a second chance, JeopNerdy.
That's a good one.
That would require me to rewatch all my JeopNerdy streams. I don't think I want to do that.
Okay, you can't mark them down as we miss them over JeopNerdy. You can't just mark hey, they missed.
You would have to have a producer to do that, right? And a lot of us do not have producers.
You know what? I do have the unpaid intern. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make her rewatch all the JeopNerdy episodes and just mark down the questions that people didn't answer.
Oh, I hate to be your dog.
or answered incorrectly because I said P90 instead of.
Or I lost by one syllable on that one and Babylon 5.
Yeah, and I know all that technical babble, but I didn't know what technical babble was, so I passed.
Yeah, when you think it's technobabble, but you don't know the answer to
you passed on that one. Technobabble.
No, but Mike, I was thinking, you have to do 3 boards, so you can mark it say we missed one on board 2, category 2 question, the 300 question. Or just mark that down on a piece of paper, then you know which ones we missed.
You do have to admit that Elihu's gaff was the best. I mean,
I don't know all that technical babble, so I'm going to pass.
I don't know that techno babble, so I'm going to pass. Techno babble was the answer.
All right. Well, I'm going to head out. So the only thing I can say is later, folks.
All right, later.
See ya.
Jumpers.